Great.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is Connecting Communities with Brian J. and the one, the only, Marianne of Waikiki. Hello. How are you, Marianne?
Hola,
Oh,
aloha,
aloha.
and hola. Yeah,
Although you are in Mexico, so
that's
hola
true.
is correct as well.
Yes, yes, we're bilingual and sign language here too. So aloha from the heart here, Brian. Aloha.
I love it. I love it. So before we dive into this, I want to make sure that we thank our sponsors for today's episode, which is the Entrepreneur Cafe, Make the Grade, as well as Apollo. And yeah, we appreciate all of you, plus Community Pay It Forward, which does a great dine and donate program for fundraising opportunities. Now, listen, I love your story. Share with our amazing audience who you are, what you do, and why you do it.
Well, again, aloha, Brian, and mahalo is a thank you for bringing us as a guest here and all your sponsors. And also a shout out to you for rebranding the Acts of Kindness series with the actsofkindnessseries.com website. Wow, what a journey and a story I have to share with you. So, 31 years ago, I actually was a case
Wait,
manager.
31 years? Aren't you only 26, Marianne? How do you
Yeah,
get
I know.
31 years?
Well, it was there. This is my life journey. But yeah, 31 years ago, I was a case manager with the deaf at an agency out of Grand Rapids, Michigan, called Transitions Community Support Programs. And I worked there for about almost 5 years in mental health and deafness, and assisted our deaf community with housing, AFC homes. Goodwill industry employment, various other just supportive as well as their mental health needs and doctor's needs and visits to Social Security for just any type of needs that they needed. Um, and group support. So I had a great time doing that. And at that time, Brian, I wanted to share that President Bush signed the American Disabilities Act, Persons with Disabilities. And now we are more aware of this than ever because a lot of businesses owners, which I am now, I am the author and Apple game developer of the Acts of Kindness series.
That's
So I
exciting.
need to be really, really aware that my websites, that my app games are ADA compliant.
Uh-huh.
And I've had this great journey to partner with Trevor Gibbs out of Orlando, Florida, who is a company called Charity Revolutions. He's also on the Happy Neighborhood Projects, where I'm also a Happy Neighborhood co host. I'm the sign language interpreter on Thursdays with our co captain, Denise Vargas and Kurt Roscoff from the Disability Channel.
I
So
love
we,
Denise. I just met her. Let me think of where I was at. I want to say business to business.
mm-hmm,
We meet on Wednesdays at 2. I'm actually going to be
mm-hmm.
co-hosting that. And you know what? That's a lie. That's not true. I just lied. Um, Maybe LGBTQ at 1 o'clock on
Yes,
Wednesdays. Okay.
yes,
Yep.
yes.
Okay.
So we are just shifting all this happiness. And so grateful that I got to join this organization. And we are just expanding into various regions of the world. And I get to share my story. So over 10 years ago, I relocated to Honolulu, Hawaii after a personal injury. I was injured in a hotel lobby accident and lost some of my hearing and had an ongoing chiropractic treatment with two physicians in California. And I got to go visit Hawaii and I ended up staying. And I started going to the Unity Church of Hawaii for my own healing journey, self care, and I became a Reiki master. And I met a lovely deaf man named Scott. And I ended up signing for him for over a decade over there. And what great fun that has been, and an inspiration. So, through prayer and meditation at Unity Church of Hawaii, I asked what my next purpose was, and I was guided I was going to write a series of children's books with sign language and puppets. And I laughed. Well, here I am today. I made it official through Happy Neighborhood Project attorney Dr. Liddy. Last year, we applied for federal trademarking of the Acts of Kindness series and the books and the app games. And I met you to help with my small business become and grow a worldwide through not only HNP, but just through all the different communities and the schools, and to make that awareness that sign language is a solution for social spatial distancing, especially for schools now.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I'm in the right place at the right time. I had a
Right.
beautiful journey that I got to live on a sailboat and do this creative work. I mean, I manifested it and the universe provided, and now it's time to let go and to move forward. And we're really making it happen. And again, so grateful for the opportunity to be in all these different Happy Neighborhood Project events in different cities, different countries. Now we've
Right.
expanded,
Yeah.
and
UK, Ireland, India,
yeah,
Canada.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a wide
So
variety. But listen, who would want to leave Hawaii?
I know.
Like you, I lived there in the 1980s. Here's a really funny story. So we lived on Waikiki Beach for about, I don't know, 6 months when we first got there because we were waiting for military housing. So one of these afternoons, my father and I took a hike. And 6 hours later, we were sitting or standing on top of Diamond Head. Okay. And we're like, oh, this is gorgeous. This is beautiful. We need to bring my mom up here. Now, let me tell you, my mother was not going to come. There's no way. She was not the hiker at that point in time. So we lied to her. We told her that there was a Diet Pepsi machine at the top of Diamond Head. When we got to the top and there was no Pepsi machine, my mother was furious. But we made several trips to Diamond Head over the years while we stayed there. We were in Pearl Harbor. I played football at the Aloha Stadium 3 years during
Wow.
my football career. I don't know if they still do it, but on Sundays, it used to be like one of the biggest flea markets I could ever imagine.
Hmm.
Um, it was crazy. I chatted with one of my friends and they said milk was like $8 a gallon. Well, you don't know, you haven't been home. You're in Mexico.
Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, but yes, prices are rising, and yes, it is expensive to live on an island to have everything shipped over there. And through my journey, I got to watch a 45-foot sailboat, and my neighbors were from, guess what, Michigan. And so I had a friend who was a captain that was preparing to do his bucket list, and I sailed with him to Maui to meet with the schools pre-COVID, the month when it was really, we first learned about it. And he had set sail to Alaska to California, and I joined him in San Diego after 2 years and sailed down to Mexico with him. And so, yeah, I mean, and 5 years ago, well, through my journey too, I met a Navy man over there that cleaned up the explosives around the islands. So I did get to do some traveling. And that's how in the books, I talk about all these amazing places because actually I was physically there. I also was healing my mind, body, and spirit. But I wanted to leave a legacy of what's really happening globally with these topics of these books where we went, especially for ocean cleanup. And we appreciate the Navy. Thank you so much, and all military. And there's a lot of military families over in Oahu. I did meet with the chief of audiology at Tripler, who we were both graduates from Central Michigan University.
How are
And
you meeting all
she
these
cried.
Michigan people in Hawaii?
I just because it is. I don't know. I don't know. We're friendly people, I guess, or likes attract alike. But anyway, she cried reading the books, and we did try and apply for some grants because the ideas were that if the kids are getting the books in the schools, they could Skype to mom and dad, learning the sign language and finger spelling alphabet. And that is what I produce now with you, Brian. You have helped me make my dreams come true. And wow, we will have an audience of 450 million hard of hearing deaf people worldwide. We have millions of moms and dads coming home from being of service now who can't hear their own children or grandchildren. And again, sign language is a solution for social spatial distancing. And no one has done anything in animation movies, Brian.
Oh, I
I
know.
have,
Tell us
yeah.
about your books. You have characters.
Yes, yes. So the first book is called Underwater Acts of Kindness. It's originally written for the Animal Planet TV show Tank Guys when they had their TV show in Vegas. Um, and these sea creatures tackled the Great Pacific Garbage Patch between Hawaii and California. Now, there's several gyres around the world, but it's for ocean cleanup. And Noah is a hard of hearing whale who becomes injured in a boating accident. And he questions, what kind of father am I going to be? How am I going to find food? Sonar. And he's recruited by a sea turtle called the General of the New Earth Army to tackle the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. So now I am below deck, so to speak. And I have been using that stimulus money to create online courses of app games for each chapter of my books. So far, I have, I think, 7 now app games for the first book. And I have 3 for the second book, Rabbit Acts of Kindness, No Bully. Again, it's another adventure about Harry, the hard of hearing rabbit, who has a sign language chicken, and Eve, a finger spelling bumblebee. So all this creativity is a company called Folk Manus Puppets. And they have over 200 puppets, Brian, for your
Oh,
imagination.
wow.
And guess what? Happy Neighborhood Project's Year of Imagination. Well, I think I don't want to say take the cake, but I could go on
Right.
and on and on, and I love it. And I express it because I suffer from vertigo and tinnitus ringing in the ears after the accident. So I train my brain when I need to lay down or rest to it creatively just comes to me of how to work these characters and these stories and all that stuff. And you're going to absolutely love it. And they have a soundtrack by Lucy Lynch and the Perfect Wave, and all the
Okay.
lyrics are at the end of the book. So Lucy has this angelic voice. Nick's guitar sounds like whales and dolphins. Michael Tenenbaum takes it away with her. And Blake's bass music, actually, there's statistics that bass music heals broken bones. So just imagine if we're playing and elevating this worldwide, we're raising our
Right.
vibrations, we're raising the awareness of what this planet needs. And these are what the sea creatures or the other parts of the animals all come together, what, Brian, to be of service. So again, we want to thank all the military moms and dads, and everyone being of service. So thank you so much for having me here.
Yeah. So what's next for you? Or is there another book in the line? Are you going to be an Oscar winner? Are you going to, this role is now played by, what's next for you, Marianne?
Well, I am in Mexico for several months, and staying safe and staying healthy. And again, I'm working on the online courses. That's really what my goal is, my to accomplish list. And again, I'm using that stimulus money to create this, and wait patiently for Dr. Liddy to give me the approval, the thumbs up, like we are federally trademarked. But I am creating coloring books now.
Okay.
So yeah, I work with an amazing fiber team out of Pakistan, and so that's really what my goal is to accomplish and get those all done. We have 13 chapters for each book, so I'm
Wow.
halfway there. So that will fulfill my spring and summer, and then again, like I said, we'll wait for Dr. Littery. And we sent the book to Leonardo DiCaprio Ocean Conservancy Organization several years ago, and they read the book. I know he has the power to take my Acts of Kindness series, as he's passionate about ocean cleanup and whales, to actually bring these to the Oscars in the future too. So it is on my
There you go.
vision board.
Okay.
And several years ago, we had a class at the Unity Church of Hawaii, a manifestation, and we had to dress up and all that. So I do have the Oscar dress at home, and I do have the backup cocktail
Okay.
after party to go with that, and it is in my suitcase. So dreams
I want to
really
be your
can
date.
come
I want to
true.
be your +1. Okay. There's my arm just
Exactly.
right there.
So again, but the Marley Matlin can help us out. We just are so excited, and congratulations to the uh, the Oscar winners for the movie Coda. Coda
Right.
stands for Children of Deaf Adults. And I just know that this opportunity will hopefully enhance my works to bring these, again, to animation movies with big Hollywood or just in self doing it ourselves. We can do it through HNP. So I'm manifesting a screenplay writer to work with me. And I know HNP India is very creative. So again, we can create these in animation movies and to bring them into the US schools or worldwide. And the good news is that all classroom teachers in the United States of America can receive copies from an organization called Donors Choose. My girlfriend is a special ed teacher, retiree Marilyn Rogers up in Kamiley charter school. She told me about it. She requested 50 books. She got funded in 2 weeks. Somebody
Wow.
comes through and funded it. And it was like a la carte. You can get the books, you can get the puppets. She ordered other things and you post it and someone comes and funds it. And then I went out and I book signed. And you can see that on my slideshow on your wonderful website again that you did, actsofkindness.com. All that information, how to get the books, my signing and sailing, and my deaf friend Scott. You can see all those amazing things, and our Happy Neighborhood sponsors list too. So I just know we're just totally going to expand with this, and yeah, and and Happy Neighborhood projects too. After this, I will be joining Charlotte Metro. And I've had several conversations with Lawrence Wingate, who owns Wingate Studios, which is like a Tyler Perry Studios,
Oh,
right? So
nice.
again,
There's your
yeah, so
Oscar. See,
there's my
ask
Oscar.
for
And you
it,
know
it
what?
should happen. Well, listen,
And
we appreciate your time and energy today. We appreciate you being able to stop in and share some of your gifts with us and some knowledge with us. If we wanted to reach out to you, Marianne, what is the best situation or the best way as far as a platform?
well, you can go and visit the website, actsofkindnessseries.com. At the end, you can sign up on the email list and I can get back with you. And I'm on Happy Neighborhood Projects. Join us on Thursdays, HNP Ability. I can meet you and we can do a one-on-one afterward by exchanging that
Perfect.
information.
Her information will be up above, actually down below. No, above in social media. It'll be up above. Click on that link and you can actually connect with Marianne and discuss a wide variety of things. Marianne, thank you again so much for your time and energy. We look forward to chatting with you in the future, and we look forward to coming back to you next week with a new special guest. Take care, guys. Bye.